Hi, my name is Darlene. I'm the owner here of Colorado Wolf and Wildlife Center, and this is Wiley. Wiley is, as you can see, a coyote, and he's a friendly coyote, but not all are like this. This friendly. His mother was shot, and so he was surrendered to us at an early age. So he was a pup. He came to us when he was really sick, and so we nursed him back to health. And he's sort of unusual because he likes to be handled, usually by me, and which is great because it gives me an opportunity to be able to teach people about coyotes and also have a wonderful bond. A lot of people look at these animals and think of them as vermin and that they aren't worth anything and they're just target practice. These animals here are so good for rodent control. They eat mice and rats and rabbits, and they keep that population down. And also there's diseases that come with rodents, such as hantavirus disease. Matter of fact, I think 8 people have already died in Colorado from hantavirus disease, and sometimes you don't even know that you have it because it starts out like a flu, and by the time you find it out, sometimes it can be too late. But it's carried with rodents that have fleas. The fleas, if they are infected, can bite you, and you can contract that disease. Whereas if coyotes eat the rodent with the fleas that have the disease, the disease is not transferred back to the coyote. So it does keep that disease population down and rodent population as well. So Wiley here is a great example of, you know, coyotes, not out in the wild, of course, but one that I've rescued, and he just, you can see that he's still a wild animal. He does like to let me know that he doesn't like a certain thing, so they do not make good pets, despite him sitting on my lap and getting belly rubs. So don't think that this is something like Dances with Wolves or Dances with Coyotes and be able to get one as a pet, because not all of them will actually be like this. Another thing I want to talk about sort of quickly is there's something that I just can't believe this day and age that we're still allowing. It's called penning with coyotes. And what penning is there will be people that capture live coyotes and they put them in a pen for practice with the hunting dogs. So they will put one coyote usually in a pen, a fenced-in area, let their dogs out to attack and kill the coyote. And this coyote is actually ripped alive from pieces from these dogs ripping this coyote, and it's teaching them how to hunt coyotes. So that is still legal, and it's just a vicious sport. And so part of our education out here at the center is trying to teach people how valuable these animals are and some of the current things that they still face out in the wild. Some of the things too, you know, the reason why we see urban coyotes, we're seeing more and more coyotes that are coming into town. They're in New York City, they're in probably your backyard, and the reason for that is habitat loss. More and more people are moving into areas where wildlife, you know, live, and so a lot of the wildlife, because there's no more room, have learned to coexist with humans. And not saying that they're going to be, you know, pets by any means, but they certainly can be right in your backyard or underneath your porch or very close among you know, pets and things like that. So if you do have coyotes that is in your area and you have maybe your outdoor pets such as cats, yes, that can be a concern. So especially towards the evening, if you do have an outside cat, you may want to bring it in the house or in the garage to keep it safe. If you have a small dog and it's not in a pen, that also can be an issue as well too, because a coyote certainly can take a small pet off, and they are territorial, so that can happen. So the best thing to do is if you do live in coyote country and you do have smaller pets, build yourself a pen. I would say the fencing, at least 5.5 to 6 foot high fencing. A coyote's an opportunist. He's usually not going to jump over the fence to grab your dog and jump back over when there's easier prey down the block. And if you're walking in an area to where there are coyotes, there are things that you can do to prevent coyotes from, maybe if they are in the area and can look at your dog, that It's called hazing, and all hazing is making that coyote afraid of you for different reasons. They're very nervous about things that is not natural. Something as simple as a bell in your pocket, and you see a coyote, ringing that bell at him will make that coyote run. If it's a day to where you can actually take an umbrella and you would happen to see a coyote, you can open that umbrella and pop it open and sort of shove it towards that coyote. That's another thing. If you have a jacket, you tie it around your waist, or you're wearing a jacket, flip it over your head, make yourself look bigger, and yell at that coyote, and that coyote usually will take off. So those are some ways to be able to coexist with these animals. Also, keep your dog food out from your porch, because they are opportunists, and if there's easy food, then that will make them to where they don't want to go out and hunt the things that's natural to them. So anyways, this is my Wiley, and there again, not a pet. He wants to be petted, but he doesn't want me to actually pet him where he doesn't want to be. So he usually lies over on my lap, and he's telling me today that he really doesn't want to do that. So I'm not going to. So, we'll just continue with the belly rub here. So that's it for today, and you get the hind end of Wiley. Bye.
He says, I've had too much attention today. I like that.
What was that about? There, that's a cute pic.
Are you gonna come back over here? I don't have any more food for you. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't have any more food for you. You're so sweet.